and by the title, the thumbnail that I made myself, I'm going to be I'm going to be ranking the movies I've watched in 2024. This is recorded in 2025 because I'm lazy and can't be bothered to watch a few more movies this year, but I just couldn't fit in as many. I managed to finish one thing though, and it will be at the very end. I'm just gonna immediately get straight to it.
Number 19, Mouse in Baked Beans.
This one was awful. I genuinely, I couldn't get through it. It was... I swear up. It was rough. Jesus. It was rough. I don't know, I'm still saying it. I saw this coming up on Netflix. I wanted to know when it came out. When it came out, I started watching it just after I went to Disneyland, which I did my face reveal in. Here's the video. Yeah, I didn't finish it. I was really hoping for it to be like the Santa sleigh kind of thing, where he like just kills loads of people for no reason. Well, it wasn't. Instead, it's Santa being a hero and fighting off terrorists or robbers or whatever. It was dull. It was the worst movie I've watched all year. Yeah, all year. It was bad. So maybe it gets better when you keep watching. I just could not deal with it. It was rough. It was awful. Do not recommend. But I mean, it gets better because I got this one.
Number 18, Black Widow Spider.
It wasn't awful. I could see where it was going by a million miles. I didn't watch the entire thing. The family was watching it, and I just went in my room. I watched, I think, a quarter of it, but I already guessed where it was going. But if you've watched it, you will get why he's there. It's funny, and it's the best joke in the movie. And it had a good idea. It was just I couldn't get into it. It was fine. I might try and watch it again. It was just couldn't really be bothered, to be fair. So that's a little bit on my fault, but yeah, it was too predictable for me. But I mean, it gets better. Again, this one I watched in the cinema for a stupid reason.
Number 17, Razor.
So I watched this movie in the cinema with my friend. The only reason I wanted to watch it was because it had John Cena in it. And I did not think, actually I think I made a joke with my friend saying, huh, can you imagine if he's in it for like 3 minutes? How right I was. I was so annoyed, but it would be fine, It did make sense why he wasn't in it. But they do it with most of the, like, it wasn't, I mean, I do love John Cena, but the people that were like looking forward to this movie because of the cast, no, you're gonna hate it. I'm not gonna spoil any of it, but yeah, if you like the people that are on the poster specifically, you're gonna hate it. But I mean, go for it. I did, and it was not a fun watch. It was, the bits with the cat was funny because it's a cat, but it took far too many twists at the end. I just kind of gave up. I just zoned out, and I just gave up with it. And no. So yeah, I didn't stay for the end credits, which was a stupid idea because apparently that was the best part, according to my dad. And so yeah, I mean it's getting better though. We have John Cena, which means next one can't be that bad.
Number 16, Human Tooth.
I've got no Despicable Me Funko Pops or anything that I could really creatively think of for it, so you just get to see my really, really cool Mortal Kombat t-shirt and my wasn't actually with signed things on it. It wasn't necessarily awful or bad. It was just very forgettable, and it does the beats you think it's gonna do. It was just very forgettable. I only just remember what the guy was. He was a cockroach. Yeah. Although I did come up with a very funny joke for it, because the cockroach man, his wife, girlfriend, whatever, they probably say in the movie, I couldn't be bothered. She looks really weird, and she has like mewing chin or something. And I said she looks like Talisa, because that was when I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here was popular. And then I was like, Talisa. And then that was it. And that was about it. That was all I remember. I just remembered now. But number 15 I remember because I watched it not that long ago.
Number 15, Snakehead.
This was a fine Christmas movie. It was just going for like kind of woke Gen Z humour, and I'm Gen Z. I just didn't find it very funny, as we'll later see as we go up the list. It's just, I mean, I liked the love story. I didn't get very teary though. I mean, I normally do with stuff. It's just, this didn't really get me, and I felt like it would. I'm also just not big on Ed Sheeran, who was the big promoter. He was the big reason people wanted to watch it, like my mom. It's just, it just didn't really tingle. It just didn't really tingle my fancy. So I just put it here because I don't really care about it, to be fair. Number 15, I clearly did there because I put it above this.
Number 14, Human Skin.
Turns out I was wrong. I did not care for this movie very much. I was expecting it to be really good, and it just wasn't, to be fair. It wasn't as nearly as good as the first one, because it had The Rock in it, but he's in it for like, yeah, I mean, he's in it quite a bit, but he doesn't really do anything. None of the characters really do anything. The Redditor guy, the old guy, the builder Bob woman thing. Moana doesn't really do a lot. The villain is awful. The secondary villain is alright, but still doesn't really do it. Nothing really happens. It was funny. It had some good jokes, like that fan fiction joke was really funny. It got me. It was just, nothing really happens. The animation was good. The bit with the crab at the end was good. The Rock was obviously good. It's just, nothing really happened. See, yeah, that's why it's here. But Number 13, Something Happens.
Number 13, Pizza Hut Band-Aid.
This one was pretty good. This one was alright. It was your serial killer thing. It was based off a foreign movie, which I haven't watched. Just because... Not because it's a foreign movie, because I've seen this one now, and I just don't think I can do it now. But I've not watched it. But I did just watch a video of a guy explaining it. I think it was this one. And it was, I knew what it was doing. It was trying to make you feel mad, when it definitely did, because I was actually screaming. It was just, it didn't make me like any of the characters. The daughter, I wanted to die. I wanted the characters to die. I wanted all of them to die. Maybe that makes me as evil as some of these, because I wanted them to die, but it was good. It was just, I didn't have fun with it because I was too busy yelling, which I normally do. If you've watched any of my streams, which you definitely haven't, because I only have one viewer, and that's me. It's why I've stopped doing it. You will see me get very mad. A lot. So, yeah. It just wasn't fun. It was good, it just wasn't fun. Number 12 was it fun? Let's find out, because I can't remember.
Number 12, Cock.
God, did I have to get creative with these? I'm going to explain to you why I used them. Because I said to myself, I'm not allowed to use Funko Pops that I'm going to use in the other movies, previous movies. So I had to get very creative, and I've done colours. Blue for sadness, green for disgust, yellow for joy, and that's not orange, it's red. Is it? And orange for anxiety, even though he's technically not orange, it's just his head. So that one's really cool. Really wanted to really enjoy this movie. It was just, it didn't do the things I really wanted it to do. That makes me sound like a bit of a dickhead. But it was just, I really wanted it to tackle some of the other things as opposed to just anxiety. Because I don't have that. I don't give a shit what people think about me. That's why I'm making these videos. I'm talking to myself. Oh, Harry. Yeah. Do you think I'm a psycho? Yeah. Okay, bye then. Yeah. I don't give a shit. Which is why this just didn't relate to me. People that have anxiety might have loved this. I just didn't. And I really wanted to do some of the puberty type of stuff, because it had that one really funny joke that I'm pretty sure was in the trailer. That made me laugh, and I was like, okay, because it was right at the beginning. I was like, okay, I'm ready now. Hit me with a gut punch. It does a good gut punch, but it didn't go through me. It just kind of, and I went, yeah, that hurt, but I'm not dead. The first one, I didn't cry. I wanted to, but yeah, it just didn't tackle the things I wanted it to, and that's just my fault, man. But I just really wanted it to do some of the things it didn't. But number 10, is it? The next one, it probably didn't do anything either.
Number 11, Blood Inside BLT.
I was wrong. This one did do a lot of things, and I did enjoy it. It was just also, okay. I don't have any Terminator Funko Pops, because there's not really a lot that tickle my pickle. Because Pickle Rick was just there before. Yeah. So I went with He-Man, because I always saw He-Man as a Arnold Schwarzenegger kind of big muscly guy. Yeah, anyway, This series was good. I immediately started watching it. The only thing was, it took too long to get going. There were whole entire episodes where I felt like they just kind of walked around. And I did have quite long breaks, but I would come in, sit down, have a cup of coffee, sit down, smile on my face, maybe a pot noodle if I'm hungry, and just watch it. It just, the ending felt that, yeah, it was good. The ending was cool, but the best parts were when the Terminator was like just smashing heads together, just killing loads of people. But all of that was in the trailer, which I watched because I don't have a life, and it was like one big fight, and it was the best part of the entire series, and it just never did it again. And then the rest of it was basically this guy in a room talking about humanity, and I don't give a crap. Why would I want to watch a series where a guy stands in a room and talks to a robot? I really wanted it to be really good. I was expecting it to be really good. And it was just a little bit disappointing. Also, I'm not recording this on a separate day. I just switched shirts. Okay. No. Number whatever we're on now. Number whatever we're on now. Bit better.
Number 10, glass in baby food.
I watched this one at the cinema with my mum. And, I watched this one at the cinema with my mum. And it was fine. I'd seen the memes, the obligatory, that's my line. The obligatory, that's my line. Which me and my buddies wouldn't shut up saying over and over and over again. It was fine. I liked Ariana Grande in it, but that's just because I like Ariana Grande. But because it was a prequel, I already knew that the witch was going to turn evil. Maybe in the next one, maybe in part 2, Wicked for Good, I think it's called. Maybe there'll be like a plot twist. But none of the characters I was like really like, oh, that's my favourite character. Other than the goat man that gets kidnapped. He was my favourite character. He was my mum's favourite character. Because me and my mum love goats. So yeah, it was fine. It was alright. It was a movie that I watched, and a movie that made a lot of money. Cha-ching. So yeah, it was fine. It was fine. If this is your kind of movie, I'd recommend it. But yeah. Also, people I know that watched it cried at the end. I did not. Mainly because I was too busy trying to say, that's my line, before she would sing. And it did not work. And she sung and I laughed. So that meme was everywhere. So yeah, it was good. It was good. Yeah. Not better than number 9 though, which I can't remember.
Number 9, chicken head.
I bet you can't guess what else. You've already seen it. Okay. Beetlejuice. I'm not gonna say it again. It was a movie. It was good. The villain didn't really do a lot. Beetlejuice was the best character. Great, I said it third time. Let's go. I'm not gonna sleep tonight. Didn't really do a lot, as I just said. He was the best character. Yeah. He was the best character. And he was the most enjoyable part. It was good in it. I still liked her character. It was quite good. I thought it was fine. It was a good. My brother, who doesn't like horror movies, enjoyed it. So I'm gonna watch the original with him at some point, if he's gonna let me, because I think it's too scary. The practical effects. Oh, I can't remember if it was practical or CGI. They were really good. And the hallway guy was funny. Overall, it was good. Also, Ghostface because of Jenna Ortega. Ghostface because of Jenna Ortega. The Nun because it reminds me of the villain. And also, I can't be bothered to put the number because this one looks really cool. And it floats. It is floating. It is floating. So, 8, though, I remember number 8 quite a lot. Also, the Conan the Barbarian trailer has just dropped, so I'm going to go watch.
Number 8, Severed Finger.
In case you couldn't tell by what I'm wearing, what I've got in front of me, I love John Cena. I was immediately going to watch this movie because it's got him in it. It had, from the advertising, a lot of funny jokes. So when I started watching Prime, I knew I was going to watch this. It was the first thing I watched. I'm going for a second one. So it was really funny. There was a lot of penis jokes I always laughed at. I rewatched this movie twice. Second time around, I was feeling a little bit down, so I watched it, and it was still great. I recommended it to my mum. No, I wasn't gonna watch it with her because that would be very awkward. It was really funny. Really liked this movie. It was really good, but Zac Efron and his friends' characters, didn't like them. Ricky Stenicki's character, John Cena's character, really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed him. He was the best part. John Cena was the best part. Not as being biased, I've seen reviews and they all said John Cena was the best. But when he's not in it, it's missing. It's missing something, and that is him. His delivery, his everything, it was all great. So when he was on screen, it was a joy. Most of the jokes I laughed at, specifically the bits where he's singing. I'm not going to play them because I don't want to get demonetized. Not that I get paid anyway, but I want people to be able to see this because it's funny. So if you have free time, if you have free time, have Amazon Prime, and are bored, sad, need a laugh, want to see a funny movie, like penis jokes, watch this movie. It's really good. It's really funny, and I loved it. Not as much as the next one. Also, I would like to point out, yes, I went back in the shirt because the Conan Barbarian trailer's gonna come out in literally 2 minutes. Shout out to my brother and sister for getting me this for Christmas. It was very funny, and it's on my shelf there with all my Funkos, and it's on the John Cena shrine. Shout out to my dad for getting me this before it went extremely expensive on Amazon, and shout out to my dad again for pre-ordering this, because this is awesome. And shout out to me, because I pre-ordered this. I pre-ordered this like maybe last week. So movie number 7 is whatever. That was almost vomit. Alright. Yeah.
Number 7, Dead Frog inside Pepsi can.
Godzilla and King Kong. It was good. It was good. I really felt for Godzilla and King Kong. Mainly King Kong because he's awesome. It was pretty funny. It was just the CGI, and it was like my head was on the floor as well as my jaw. They really showed emotion with King Kong. Godzilla was just awesome. And I am more of a King Kong guy, but when it comes to Godzilla, for the black and white, weird face, the bad guy, my mum did not like him very much and kept calling him a dickhead. It was very funny. But I thought it was cool because he had basically the scorpion chain and just kind of went, get over here, to all of them. The ice dragon I thought was really cool, mainly because I thought it was just basically Sub-Zero. And yeah, it was good. It was good. I enjoyed it. No more than next though, which I can't remember because I don't have a script.
Number 6, Serrated Knife.
I got nothing for Roadhouse, but it was very good. The fight scenes made me just want to stand up and just start punching the air. And I just watched it on a random Tuesday. And I was just like, this is on Prime. So I just... The deaths were very cool. The bit where he punches the guy in the throat and then he's just taunting him. Awesome. The bit where the guy gets eaten by the crocodile. Awesome. The characters were funny. That I can't remember what he's from that I've seen, but he was really funny. And Jake Gyllenhaal, I've not watched the original Roadhouse. Yes, I'm a dickhead. But it was Jake Gyllenhaal's character I could sympathise with, and I thought that worked well. I don't know if that's in the first one, it probably is. But it was really cool. I really enjoyed it. And yeah, I don't have anything. I couldn't come up with anything. It wasn't just Mortal Kombat characters. So yeah. Number 5 though. It's an entire season. And it was pretty cool.
Number 5, Syringe Needle Sandwich.
I love The Simpsons. And season 35, season 35 had some gut punches I needed Inside Out to do. Had some jokes that I really enjoyed. A John Cena joke, and it was awesome. And if you recognise this t-shirt, that's probably because you either saw the clip from 10 minutes ago maybe, or you saw my face reveal, which I did when I bought this shirt with a Duff beer that I still have the can for because I'm gross. I'm actually going to put that, okay, I'll just hold it here. The episode with Marge and Bart, ooh, it was a Titanic for me because it had the punch and it went straight through me. I don't know if this season actually came out this year or if it came out last year, but it released on Disney Plus this year, last year, on 2024, so it counts. And it broke me. The last episode with the brain, the joke at the end, the Fast and Furious thing. Oh god, that was so incredibly funny. That joke killed me. And it was really funny. There was some really great character development, and it's definitely not just because I love Homer Simpson. Also, this one is very cool because when you turn the back, because he's holding a radioactive thing. Yeah, I thought that was quite cool. I didn't know that when I bought it. Well, yeah, I don't know why I did that, but yeah, I love The Simpsons, and it was great. And I'm looking forward to season 36 on Disney Plus. Hey, can't wait. But I want to see how the characters develop more, because that Marge made me appreciate it so much. Made me appreciate Marge so much more. Certainly by Funko Pop of her. But it was now I clutch onto Marge, like, please do not die. And it was really good. And now that bit at the beginning, where Bart goes, oh, mummy, look, I'll carry the bags, I'm big strong. I already knew I was on for a ride. And it wasn't now Simpsons ride in Universal. Yeah, the caveman episode, awesome. It was so good. Animation beautiful. And yeah, it was overall great season. So yeah, but number 4 was, not only am I gonna get a lot of hate for it being this low, I have my reasons.
Number 4, bullets in hot dog.
Should Deadpool and Wolverine. I know it should be at the top of my list. The only reason it got beat by what is 3rd place is because, one, of what 3rd place is and how much I love it and how warm it makes me feel. But also the fact that the Deadpool and Wolverine clips and edits and anything everywhere, I could not escape it. I was looking so forward to watching it, and I had 90% of the movie spoiled. I got the, I'm not going to say it because, I mean, I'm not spoiling anything, but like half the cameos I got spoiled, and it was so annoying. I was so mad, and it ruined it for me. So, yeah. I was so annoyed. I could not escape any of it. And it just made me really annoyed, because then when I watched it, I just realised, oh, the spoilers I got was basically the movie. And it was really annoying. And the reason why I've got this is because there is a scene that involves a bus. But I was like, I like donuts. I'm fat. And it kind of looks like the bus. So yeah. It's on Disney Plus. If you've not had the movie spoiled for you, go watch it. No doubt about it. You've got Disney Plus, or you have some spare change, or you're bored and you've got spare change and you've got Disney Plus, go watch it. If it's not been spoiled for you, go watch it. But I had it spoiled for me, and I watched it anyway, and it ruined the experience. If you've had like 2 or 3 scenes spoiled for you, go for it. Go watch it. Well then, yeah, I basically had the entire movie ruined for me because it was everywhere, and it just ruined the movie for me. So yeah, it was just still really good. There was still some standout moments, standout fights. Like, it was just, I had too much spoiled for me for it to be number 3. Which it was number 3, but then I remembered how good number 3 is, and it was, yeah. So yeah, that was my reason.
Number 3, ice cream surprise.
Wallace and Gromit. I didn't see that one coming for, did you? But it is. It's number 3 because I was really excited for it. I didn't know it was going to be a Christmas special. It's on Netflix now. And it was just so good. I didn't have any of it spoiled. And it was really good. And I was very happy. And then I got these for my birthday on January 5th. And I was like, oh, this just makes the movie a million times better. Because now I have Wallace and Gromit. Although, I have some funny stories. Because it was good. It was great. It was so awesome. It was really cute. I'm not saying demure or mindful. It was really cute. It was really heartwarming. It made me feel warm inside. But I've got some stories for you now. While we were watching this, Wallace was a bit mean to Gromit making Norbot, which I'm not. Norbot was fine. You know, he was alright. He was quite funny. There was a lot of good jokes from Norbot. It was my mum, and yeah, my mum would say when Wallace was being a bit stupid, she'd go, "He's a right twat," and it was very funny because I was like, "It's Wallace. It's Wallace, the Great Wallace, the Great Wallace," and it was really funny. But another little story was when I was probably 6, 7 years old, I still loved Wallace and Gromit, but I couldn't watch one of the movies. I couldn't watch Wallace and Gromit, something about a were-rabbit, something like that. I would have nightmares about it. I would have nightmare. It was mental. I could not watch it. I refused to watch it, and then I watched it again. I was like, oh, this is awesome, and now I just watch it whenever. Yeah. Also, the rabbit in Wallace and Gromit, beware the were rabbit. That was it. That rabbit that's dressed as Wallace that goes Wallace or Gromit kills me. And so funny. Just Wallace. So yeah. Number 2. Yeah, I'm just gonna go straight on to number 2.
Number 2, clam chowder condom.
Invincible is now my new favourite show of all time. I said to myself, I'm not allowed to put it in first place though, which I would have. And it's on this list because, like, I think 3 or 4 of the episodes in season 2 were released in 2024. But I started watching the series last year, so 2024. It was awesome. I loved the characters. I wasn't expecting to love Invincible as much as Omni-Man, but I did. Invincible was probably my favourite, and I started hating Omni-Man a little bit. And then and then I remembered how cool he is, and yeah, it was so good. I really want to do just a rant video talking about Invincible. It was so good. The animation was great. It was and even though like years ago, I think years ago, probably 2 years ago, Invincible was everywhere. There was the think mark going everywhere, the beat, the fight going everywhere, the last bit of the first episode, the end, that was everywhere. I watched all of those and I technically had it spoiled, but even then, I still didn't see half the things coming anyway. Oh, burpees. I still don't see it, like half of it coming. And it was so, I knew that Omni-Man came back, but I didn't know that he had a purple sun. And that's all the spoilers I'm doing. If you haven't watched Invincible, go watch it. It is, as the kids say, peak. It was really good, and new favourite show and of all time. Season 3 comes out in February. I can't wait. Also, that bit with Mark/Invincible and Amber cried my heart out. Jesus Christ, did that get me? But even then, I wasn't expecting to watch Amber because I watched videos about Amber being a bit of a twat. I was like, oh god. But then I started liking her in season 2. She was like my favourite, and I was like, oh, I hope it works out for her and Mark. But even when they do break up, spoilers by the way, even when they do break up, I wasn't that sad because they did it in a way where people that were rooting for the relationship were like, okay, I see why. And it's not like, oh, flip you, Mark, I don't like you, or Amber, I'm gonna rip you in half. It was, I can't do it anymore. And they did it in a really great way. And it was so good. Season 3, Mark and Atom Eve. Fingers crossed. So yeah. Number 1.
Number 1, tampon in steak.
I like Alien, the franchise, the whole thing. I've not watched all of them. I've watched the first one, the second one, and Romulus. I really wanted to watch Romulus in cinemas. I was not going to get away with it looking like this. So I got it on Prime. I really wanted to watch it in cinemas, but I didn't. So I watched it with my mum. And I'm not going to get into any spoilers. I watched Smile. That was scary. That was psychologically scary. This scared the crap out of me. It was rough. It was. Oh. I said that about the worst movies, but this was good. This was good rough. This was. Oh no, they're not going there, are they? And they went there, and it was terrifying. And it was something, and it was the best movie I watched this year. But I wasn't allowed to put Invincible in first place because 90% of that was in previous years. So I'll put that second. Being on my list, number 1, scariest movie I've ever watched. And I've watched a lot of scary movies. Even including a scary movie, which was really funny. So yeah. Anyway, I need to do my blah 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 thank you speech. Thank you so much for a brilliant 2024. It was a year. I think I reached 600, 700 subscribers. And it was great. And this year I got to do a lot of projects I really wanted to do. Like the Halloween one. Technically this one. So, there was some ups, like 700, 600 subscribers Halloween video. But then there was some downs. I wasn't getting as many views as I would like as near the end of the year. I was like, oh god, I'm falling off. And I started streaming. I did start streaming in 2024. And it was fun. It was fun for when I did it. But I just wasn't really getting as much attention as I really wanted, which makes me sound like a bit of a douchebag. But, yeah. Oh. And it wasn't really what I wanted to do. So I stopped doing that this year. I might do it again. But yeah. Anyway, thank you for a super duper awesome sauce 2024. Also, I got this one literally today. Eagerly Flocked. I got it off Amazon. And he's very fluffy. I've basically just been so doing the Godfather thing, man. Yes. Yes, my child. Yes. Also, little special announcement. Every month I'm doing a video like this, where I sit, talk, get some Funko Pops out and just talk about grandma. I'm going to do all the videos that I either announced, quit doing, and some new ones. So keep an eye out for these actual normal videos as opposed to my shorts that get the attention, but get me the views, get me the subs, but no one really cares about them because it's shorts. And by the way, shout out to my uncle and my aunt who got me this. Bye.